Well, hello friends, and welcome to another Sunday Reset with me. Today we are going to get started by getting our schedule ready for the week ahead. If you guys would like to see a video on how I do my block scheduling, I will link it in the description box down below. And then we need to clean because I have not cleaned this house in a week and it is an absolute disaster. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to share all kinds of homemaking videos and I'd love it if you would subscribe. And if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay, let's jump into this beautiful day. Enzo, what are you doing? Come say hi. Hi, princess. Oh, you want the doggies, huh? Yeah. Oh, Pepe's here too. Hi, Pepe. Enzo. She's not a big Pepe fan. Okay, guys. I have not cleaned the house all week. My first 2 weeks, new kind of job situation has got the house upside down. So I have a lot of laundry. I've been doing rotating laundry in the other room. My husband is also in DC this week for work. So it's been solo mama. And anyway, so we are gonna get some stuff cleaned up. I just got home from, my son had his interview for his new high school, which went really well. And then I'll show you around this messy house. Enzo, what are you doing? No? Okay. She doesn't like the dog. We need to tidy up in here. It's not terrible, pretty messy. I have groceries getting delivered shortly. Then in here, we're looking a little disheveled, okay? And I want to tidy up, move a bunch of this stuff, put it away. This doesn't look bad. I also have some like cleaning supplies we need to refill. Huh, buddy? And then in here, we have some messes. It's just everything from the floor, tabletop. I've got my whole list of things to do today. We have our kids' crab feed for the school today, but Pepe, no. And I'll share my weekly meal plan with you guys down below. Got lots of dishes. Lots of dishes to do here. Had matzo ball soup yesterday, which was super good. Lots of things to throw away here. So I want to clean and organize all of this stuff here and get the caddy just reorganized. Anyway, we have a lot to do. I'm gonna go change and we're gonna get to work. Probably don't need this on anymore. Before I get cleaning, I really wanted to just get the house smelling good. I had some music playing and I added, these are my favorite drops. If you're looking for a good smelling kind of diffuser drop, I will link this one down below. It's one that we love. I always get great compliments on it and it just smells great. So we're going to get that turned on, made the whole house smell delicious. And it gets me motivated to get this house clean. The first thing I like to do when I'm cleaning the house is get the laundry and the dishes going so that midway through cleaning, I can keep cycling through so I can get more done in a less amount of time. So first thing I need to do is grab all this laundry. I had the kids throw theirs down from up top. Two of my kids actually do their own laundry, but the rest of us, the other four of us do, I do all the laundry for them just because they're little. But for now, I'm going to get all of that put in the laundry room. We're going to cycle through that as quickly as we possibly can so that later in the night, which I didn't get done, I wanted to, but I ended up kind of against the clock between taking my kids to different sports and various events and trying to clean the house and being a solo parent, which I'm so excited my husband comes home today. DC was a crazy long trip, so I'm very happy that he'll be home shortly. But for right now, I need to get the dishes running. While that's happening, we are going to deep clean the kitchen and the rest of the house to get it reset for the week ahead, which is going to be probably another chaotic one. I'd love to know in the comments down below how everybody's week has been going. I had so many comments, especially over on Instagram, about how freezing cold it is for everybody on the East Coast. I know my husband said it was absolutely freezing where he was, but I'd love to know, how is the weather where you are? Are things looking up? Things here in Napa Valley, California, which I get this question because we have lots of new folks here on my channel. Napa is kind of the wine country, is about an hour and 20 minutes north of San Francisco, but it is pretty mild here, but we are going to be experiencing some rain starting next week. So I am kind of looking forward to that because it has been really beautiful, but then it got really beautiful and cold, so it's kind of hard to go out. But I am looking forward to a little bit of rain, but not too much rain. One thing I will say, and I don't know if any of you feel this way, but I feel like January has been dragging on, which I'm not complaining. I'm actually loving the fact that the beginning of 2025 has actually been very slow. We had an amazing trip. We took the kids to Tahoe for a week. We went skiing. It was like no screens. It was the most incredible week. I feel like our entire family has been kind of like dreading getting back into the routine of like school and work. I also, on that trip, signed a deal for a new job, which coming back, it was just such a high, and then having to restart my schedule. This year, 2025, I had intended on not going back to work, certainly not in the wine industry, and I still don't. I mean, there is one particular job I would take in the entire industry, and it's not to say that it wouldn't happen. I haven't reached out to anybody, but that would be the only job I would ever take. And then for the most part, doing what I'm doing now, which is consulting for a development company, which I'm very excited about, having a blast with, reconnecting with all the brokers and all the retailers in my area, regionally, nationally. It's just been really, really fun. But I had all of these things scheduled for the year to do here on YouTube, and now I'm not quite sure how I'm going to juggle all of that. So last week, I know I didn't post as much because I was trying to kind of juggle it all, and I have to tell you, it was really difficult between the work, kids in school. There's a lot of stuff going on with my kids in school right now, coming out of Christmas break, and I just kind of wasn't able to get it all done. And then my husband had to go on this trip, which we didn't have fully planned. So it was just like one of those weeks where you're just like, okay, I cannot wait for this next week because I have the ability to see all the things I have in front of me and really make sense of my block scheduling and figuring out how I'm going to continue to do YouTube while also going back to work. So I feel like things are going to change. I would definitely not trust when I tell you I'm going to post XYZ amount of days and stuff, because as much as I have the intention of doing it, sometimes between raising 4 kids, working, and all the other things we have going on in our busy life, I sometimes find that I want to do it, but don't always have the time to execute it. And so for that, I apologize for the whiplash there, but hopefully we'll at least be able to do 3 videos a week. That is my plan. And I will always do my Sunday resets because I Sunday reset every single week, and I love to do it with you guys. I am so excited about this week's meal plan. I wanted to go with something a little bit different. I have plenty of freezer meals, but I decided to check out a couple new recipes, and I will have them linked in the description box. You can also download my weekly meal plan. I'm going to be doing a steak with cacio e pepe broccoli and white bean burrata. Oh my God, we're doing that Monday night. I cannot wait. A pesto chicken and vegetable, a carne asada quesadilla, marry me salmon, smash burgers, and then a bacon and pea pasta melt, which sounds so delicious. I cannot wait to try how it turns out. But each week I do add whatever I'm cooking to my website. I will have it linked in the description box if you guys want to download. It's totally free. It's just what we're eating. I get inspired by many, many different websites. These are not my personal recipes, but when I do record them here on YouTube, I always like to tell you modifications I make just to make them a little more delicious. Now it is the afternoon. I need to feed the kids, so I'm going to add some chicken nuggets to the oven. I'm also going to give them a little bit of fruit and just simple things they can graze on. And while that's cooking, I've got laundry going, I got the dishes in the dishwasher, and I have lunch in the oven, which is great. Now I need to clean up over here. So like I said, we have 4 children and all of them had huge projects this week. And because I was solo, I needed everything kind of organized on this table during the week. So I knew what the kids were working on, what was due when, and all of that. This was kind of like my command center this week. So I'm excited to tidy it up and get it back to normal and prep for dinner tonight when my husband gets home, which is like going to be such a relief. I think that it is really important to have like a central area for all the to-dos for large family, which I didn't show in this video, but we do. It's a whiteboard with everything that's going on. But when their homework is in their backpacks and scattered throughout the house, I get a little bit overwhelmed. So for this particular week, we did just let the kids do everything here on this table. And then they also have somebody that comes in every single day after school and helps with homework and large projects. So that has also been a major help as well. But I want to get everything kind of organized so we don't lose anything. And then I also realized that this is kind of their homework station. And I realized that it was just really unsightly and unorganized. So I want to go ahead and just organize everything, get things put back. I ordered some extra pens and coloring things. It's kind of that mid-season time of the year where I need more pencils and things like that. So we're just going to get this organized. When the kids need to do things in the house, especially like homework, there's always the time where they're looking for, whether it's Post-its or flashcards, pens, coloring, whatever, pencils. I try to keep it all here so they don't say, oh, I have to go upstairs and get this, and then I don't see them for a half an hour. This is all in one place, very easy for them to stay focused and on task so they can get it done and go play. I decided not to reset this table, although as you guys know, most Sunday nights I usually reset the table for the week with a pretty little tablescape. And this week was such a crazy week that I didn't even bother to do it. But next week, I will definitely be resetting the table because it's Valentine's month in February, and I am going to be decorating the house. Hopefully in this next week, hopefully I will get it done, but I have some very cute ideas for Valentine's Day. I also thought it'd be really fun to have all the kids make little boxes and everybody write a personalized Valentine for each person in our family. And then on Valentine's morning, we can open them all up. And my husband and I can put like little treats in the kids. Usually, if you've seen lots of my Valentine's videos, maybe I'll put like all of them together so you can see kind of the fun traditions that we do. But we always do something very special in the morning, and I will definitely be sharing all of that. So if you're looking for some Valentine's decorating videos and or some fun traditions to share with your children, whether they still live with you or they don't, I will be sharing a lot of really special things I love to do to share the season of Valentine's Day because it's just so wonderful and I just love. So we're going to be doing that. And then I'll be transitioning into full spring in the house. And then we've got Easter and don't forget St. Patrick's Day because we go all out for St. Patrick's Day. And I cannot wait to show you how we're going to change things up this year. Last thing I need to do in here is just kind of wipe down surfaces and get things cleaned. I did have a delivery come for just restocking snacks, but was lucky enough to have my kids put that all away, which took a whole bunch of stuff off my to-do list this particular day. While the kids are putting that away, I wanted to tidy up this front room. I have to tell you guys, thank you so much for the suggestions of flipping the dining room and the living room in here. I have to tell you, out of the entire 2.5 years we've lived here, we have never really spent time in this room except for like Christmas morning and using the dining table for like events and like larger dinners. We are in here all the time now. So thank you so much. If you want to see the video of the way this room used to look versus how it looks now, I will link it down below as well because this has just been a wonderful suggestion. So thank you so much for those, just when you live in it, it's hard to see it. But at first I was like, there's no way that's going to take up way too much room. It actually, not only does it not, it makes this entire space feel larger. So thank you so much. I just need to tidy up in here again, since we've all been spending so much time in here. I feel like it just constantly needs to be tidied. And then I am going to start dinner. So since I'm leaving tonight and the kids are with their nanny, I needed to make dinner ahead of time. I was going to pull lasagna out of the freezer. That's what I told the kids they were having. And then I realized we already ate it. So I am going to quickly go ahead and make some lasagna, and then we need to go tend to the garden and just get this house ready for a new week ahead. I added a little ground beef and ground, it's just sweet Italian pork with some seasonings. And then I have already pre-prepped all of my vegetables for the month. So I just added some frozen onions in there. We're going to let that stew down while I make some biscuits. I love these herb butter biscuits from Wild Grain. I just got my shipment in. Now, as you guys know, this year I had a vision of making bread every single week. I obviously can't do that now that I'm working again. So unfortunately, I'm very fortunate that things like Wild Grain exist where I can just order all of this incredible artisan bread right to the house. I don't have to make it. I'm not going to be able to make bread every single weekend with the amount of stuff I have on my plate, but Wild Grain makes it really easy. I did order their butter biscuits. Anyway, I digress, but I ordered their butter biscuits and they're so good. And I'm just going to throw those in the oven and then get everything else put away. So the way I do our lasagna, if you're new to the channel, I actually don't use ricotta cheese. I like to use whipped cream cheese. It just makes it so much creamier and more delicious. And if you want to try it that way, it takes me literally 20 minutes to throw this together, put it in the oven for half an hour, and it comes out absolutely perfect. I think I have this on my channel somewhere. If I do, I will link it down below, but it's a very simple way to make lasagna. I also recommend, if you want to just make this exact recipe ahead of time, you can throw it in the freezer and it's ready to go at a moment's notice. I got biscuits in the oven. I have our lasagna ready to go. I'm gonna pop that in about an hour before I take off. That way it's ready and on the stove for the kids to eat. I always like to add a little bit of either Pam or just spray some canola oil on this so the Parmesan cheese, which I always love a thick Parmesan cheese topping, doesn't stick to it. So we're gonna add that. And then I'm also gonna do some wild grain cookies for the kids as well. I'm gonna tidy up in here and then I need to head out to the garden. It has been freezing cold and I haven't wanted to go out to the garden all day, but I'm running out of daylight and we definitely need to get all of the vegetables and stuff out there watered and happy. So we're gonna do that after I pop all of this into the oven. Okay guys, we are done. It is 3:40. We were able to get this kitchen nice and clean. When I go to the event tonight, I'm gonna have the Robo-Rock do the floor, but I've got some wild grain cookies. We have a very quick, kids wanted lasagna. We're making our herb butter, oh God, it smells so good. Herb butter biscuits to go with these. And the last thing I need to do is, the dishwasher just ended. These are the dishes I need to do from like lunch and just found around the house. But here's how this turned out. We've got homework station ready to go, computer's charging. I have 3 kids have some makeup work to do. Look at the kitten. Hi, kitten. I'm gonna open this in case she wants to come inside. I'll show you how the living room turned out. Everything feels so clean in the house. I did not clean once this week. We got the pantry pretty much restocked with snacks and things the kids will need for school. Hi, Tuna. And then in here, we got this space totally clean. I wanted to show you some things I'm going to be putting on Happy Girl. I found these jammies and they just look so fun with the stripes, and then it's got like a red piping detail. You guys can see that. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, it's so well made. These are like the softest jammies. I just love them. Here are the tops. It's really pretty red piping, the stripes, and then the leopard. I got those, so I'll be posting those on Happy Girl. I got a bunch of different sizes. I got every size they had, but we gotta unbox all of those and get those live. Got candles going, added a couple little things here, and then laundry is going in there. Here's everything we need to fold, which it's 3:30 now. I've got to go pick my son up from soccer, and I don't know that I'll have time to do all this, but we will get started on it. The hope is that we can get it all done. I'll do it in my bedroom. It was so cold today, I did not want to water the garden until it warmed up, but then like it never warmed up. So, hi girls! So we're gonna give this a little quick watering. Everything looks great. Everything looks great except the dill, which I knew was going to be a bit of a gamble. These are looking good. Everything is looking pretty good. These are really happy. So we're just gonna give everything, oh, I'm stuck. Give everything a quick water. I know you guys told me to separate the onions. I haven't had a minute to do them, but my garden center said I can wait a little bit. It doesn't have to happen like this week. But yes, I do need to figure out where we plant those because as you can see, I will not be able to have that many onions. So we will be coming out here possibly tomorrow to separate them. I just didn't have time during the week. But again, so far this little greenhouse has been doing the trick. They're very happy in here. And over, hi Tuna Baluna. Over here we have carrots, our kale. One of you commented down below, like, you always feel sorry for the kale in my gardens, and I just thought that was so funny. I don't disagree. But I think we finally found a way. Hi, babies. Hi, everybody. Salty. Hi, Blanca. I love my girl so much. Oh, I love them so much. Okay, let's get watering, and then I need to go get ready for tonight's crab feed. This is a little preview of the garden after I fixed it from the chickens. This is the greenhouse. I had lots of comments about keeping the chickens out of here, and it's a much larger project than you realize, and we are putting new beds in here. So these are the little greenhouses I purchased. The reason that they're smaller than the bed is because they will work with the new beds I have coming in. I didn't want to have to buy them twice. So anywho, you will see that video come up in a later date. I haven't had a moment to edit this, but my Sunday resets are always something I always make time to edit, and I just absolutely love sharing this time with you guys. But we're gonna do the garden, and then I'm gonna go inside, get dinner out of the oven, and I need to go get dressed. I need to put the camera down and just focus on the kids and getting out the front door. So thank you so much for joining me. Please do not forget to check out down below. I have a plan with me video if you're looking for that type of inspiration. I will have all the recipes for the week ahead. I will have free downloadable meal plans. I also have the link to my PJs at Happy Girl if you are looking for something fun and spicy for Valentine's Day. I just think those are so much fun. And I will also link these greenhouses if you too have a little chicken problem like I do. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Bye.